Welcome in, everyone. I welcome in, everyone. I am the crypto bull god. I need to wake this market up. I am the crypto bull god, and this is all in the charts. If you appreciate the content during times, man, my computer. I got to get myself a new computer like this. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Drop me a comment. And click that bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live in this exciting market. Guys, market's doing what I said, right? Let's get an update on the market. Well, we're ranging. We're ranging right in the zone that I've spoken about. It's actually healthy despite the fact that it's extremely boring. There's really nothing new for me to update you on. So what we're going to do today, and by the way, if we have similar lackluster price action tomorrow, I'm going to strongly consider doing some sort of a TA. Someone brought up about doing a TA sort of educational live stream, which I'd totally be up for. So I'll consider doing that tomorrow or Thursday, depending on price action. We get another lackluster day. This is going to continue for several weeks, in my opinion. So what I want to do today is I want to turn it over to you. And this live stream will go as long or as short as those who choose to engage with me want to make it. So if there aren't a lot of people on the live stream and there's someone here who wants me to chart something and there are multiple charts, I would be happy to chart multiple charts. I hope everyone isn't having a problem joining the live stream. I've noticed before joining lately the connection that I have to do. You have to use something. I use something called OBS Studio, which connects, essentially communicates with YouTube to know that I'm streaming. It's been very slow. Very, very, very slow. I click go live. I have to stand here for like 2 or 3 minutes and wait to go live. It's kind of frustrating. So hopefully no one has an issue joining. But guys, there's nothing new to update you on. There really isn't. So really, I'd like to take a look at any and all projects that you would like me to take a look at to discuss price action. I can certainly take the lead while I'm waiting for questions. You know, one coin, while I'm waiting, hopefully, Cassius, good to see you in the live stream, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hopefully there's some questions that are going to come in here, but we haven't looked at Binance in a while. Doesn't really get a lot of attention, but I know it's been one of the more bullish altcoins. Yeah, just ranging up here. Just ranging. Ranging in an area that, again, very similar to Bitcoin. Again, as boring as this is, anyone with any general basic knowledge of technical analysis would look at this and say it's bullish without looking at anything else, just looking at price data. Price data is king when you're analyzing a chart, because we're consolidating in an area here similar to Bitcoin that we couldn't sustain up here. We got up to these levels, but we couldn't sustain price action and swiftly corrected harshly lower. Here we're maintaining price levels above $500, so it's very, very bullish. Great, I've got some questions. This is awesome. Thank you, because I didn't want to twiddle my thumbs for 15 minutes. Wow, I haven't charted... I know I've charted Sauce before. I haven't charted that in a while, and I don't know what the other project is. Oh, excuse me. Let's take a look at Sauce. The excitement is running through my veins right now as I yawn on the live stream, given this price action. Guys, I know it's a little brutal. Look, Todd's coming in with the super chats. Todd is quite frankly might be the biggest supporter of the channel, given that he super chats me literally every live stream. Todd, super chats are never expected. Always appreciated. I've already begun to chart Saucer Swap, so I will get to you momentarily. Now, Saucer Swap is not one that we've looked at in a while. You can see, based on the last time we looked at it, must have been above 10 cents, 9.5 cents, because I have these as a green area of support. Clearly, we need to turn those into a red area of resistance now that we've flipped and gone below. That's what's called an SR flip. Oof. You want to be fancy. It's a support to resistance flip. In terms of key areas of price support, I've been standing for a while. I just got done working and I was standing. And I'm standing again. I need to sit down. I I never sit down for these live streams. I don't like to. Right here. And you can see the reason that I have this price confluence drawn is because of the confluence back here. Now, especially with a volatile asset like this, one of the things I commonly harp on is the fact that there's typically a range, right? Because you have to account for volatility. So if I were to assess a range here, I mean, you could draw it a couple different ways. I'd say this range right here between 2.8 cents and 3.6 cents. The other thing I'm observing on the chart, Cassius, glad to have you on the live stream, by the way, because I haven't seen you on in a while, and I remember you from older live streams, so it's nice to see you back on the channel, my friend. I see a falling wedge here, which is a bullish pattern. Now, this is a similar pattern that we saw break to the upside on Synapse. Synapse was a trade that I was in. I'm out currently. But you can see, again, we had sort of must have been drawn on a different time frame, but we did have a falling wedge here, and I drew out some bullish divergence, and we've seen a break up here. So also goes to show you it's smart. Once you identify with a trade, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered when you're trading. So I was taking profits all between 60 cents and 80 cents. I took profits. I didn't take any profits at 80 cents or not even 78 cents. I was in the mid to upper 70s when I tapped out. So it might provide another buy opportunity, but that's again, one of the things you have to recognize if you're going to trade in this market at all. And I don't want to paint a false illusion, a false picture here. Like I've said to you before, 99% of what I have is invested, okay? I'm not trading with a lot of funds, at least what I consider to be a lot of funds. But what you have to recognize as a trader is there's always other trades out there. So if I'm trading Synapse, I've already identified other charts that I'm looking at, which I've rotated my money into. So, and you can also keep some on the sidelines waiting for great opportunities. But anyway, we're in a falling wedge here. We're on the weekly. If we take a look, I like to see what I'm seeing on the MACD, because the MACD, as you can see, based on the histogram and the trajectory of the blue line here, it's trying to level out. It's losing momentum to the downside, meaning it's making a good attempt at regaining its footing. That MACD looks a lot better than some of the other charts I've evaluated in this space at present moment. So I like what I'm seeing on the weekly. I mean, really, it's just a matter of, Cassius, it's really a matter of breaking out of this descending resistance and clearing and holding 7 cents. I wouldn't feel uber bullish on this until we really start to clear 7 and really 9.6. Once you start to see this thing up towards that 10 cent level and it's holding it, that's when you can start to get confident that we're in the midst of a trend reversal to the upside. We'll see higher highs and higher lows. Appreciate it. Yeah, and I appreciate a lot of you guys. I can understand we're all in different time zones. For me, I'm live streaming East Coast, so I'm live streaming. I mean, it's 5:37 p.m. A lot of people are working or finishing work, excuse me. Maybe hitting the gym, maybe getting home, making dinner with the wife or something like that. You got kids and stuff. So it's challenging no matter what time you kind of pick out during the day. And I'm not a late night person, so for me to do videos at 8 or 9 o'clock, that's just not me. You're welcome, Cassius. Let me get to the super chat questions that Todd has, and then let me see if I can get back to your other question. I'm not sure what you're saying, gaming. Akbar Gaming, I don't know what you mean by BTC. We look at BTC every day, so we tend to focus on altcoins on the live TA Q&A. Okay, Wojak and Brett. Now, one of the things, because I was looking at Wojak recently, one of the things you want to keep perspective on, Todd, is not only assessing the higher highs and higher lows, right? So when we evaluate this chart, okay, we didn't get this rise up in price that I was signaling here. And we also saw the raging bull fire, Tony the Bull BTC's indicator. Let me turn that off. That's proprietary. One of the things that I've stressed to you guys, so a couple points to make here, Todd. I'm kind of jumping around here. Sorry. God damn it, I can't get these circles off. It's annoying me. Hold on. All right. So one of the things that I've shared with you guys is when you have an uptrend like this, right? You have an uptrend like this. Is it bearish that we've broken the uptrend? No, not necessarily. What it does tell you, without question, is that the strength of the momentum has faded, because to the degree that we hold an upward trend line like this, it's exhibiting the highest degree of strength within the chart. However, it's unreasonable to assume this trend will continue indefinitely. That's just called logic, right? So the fact that we've broken below this trend line does express weakness, but it isn't necessarily bearish. The level ultimately that I want to hold on this chart is this level right here. And actually, I'm going to put it right there because I want at least 2 touches on the bottom here. Why do I say that? Well, pretty simplistically stated, let me clean up the chart a little bit. You can see the higher highs and higher lows, right? Maybe it'll help if I consolidate the price action. You can see it even better. So if we look at a 2-week chart, you can see the high, the low, the higher high, the higher low, the higher high, the higher low. So I just want these higher highs and higher lows to be maintained. If we were to maintain price levels currently where we're at, I mean, we're essentially just, let me depict this for you. We're stepping up, right? That's all we're doing. So nothing concerning there. I would only get concerned if we break below here, which would be a significant drop from, let's just call it 4.8 cents down below 3.4. But the other thing that I like to do for a chart like this, and I don't really want to get into the low time frames on a smaller market cap like this, but the other thing I like to do is to understand the relative strength relative to other tokens. Now you can see I have this charted out against a lot of different things, but I want to assess its relative strength compared to Ethereum. So as we can see on the, wow, this is curve. I was like, this chart doesn't look right. Why the hell? So many of my charts have gotten fucked up. It's very frustrating. Apologies. Now I've got to think. Man, this really fucking pisses me off. Let's just do Coinbase. No, the frustrations. Why TradingView just can't correct for any silly mistakes if there's like a space. Like if you put a space there, it doesn't recognize it. I don't know why it can't just correct for that. It's so silly. And then what we can do is we're just creating a simple formula. We can multiply this, say, by, oh, I don't know, 10,000. Just to try to make something even bigger, 1 million. Just to make these numbers legible over here. Now, the thing I like to see, Todd, on this chart is we're in a general uptrend against Ethereum. What this means is because we're going up to the right, even though this has seen a very harsh correction, okay, a harder correction than Ethereum, it's run a lot harder than Ethereum. You can see there is a general trend up, right? We're creating those higher highs and higher lows. The only way I would start to get bearish on this chart is if, again, we started to invalidate some of these higher lows that were coming in here. If we start dropping below this level, if we start dropping below this level, right? You don't want it to turn into, God forbid, a Casper BTC relativity chart or Ethereum relativity chart or an XRP Ethereum chart. You certainly wouldn't want that. That would be very bearish. But even though we've seen a harsh correction in this asset, as well as many other meme coins, you have seen strong rebounds in the past that I would anticipate to continue. This has been the biggest narrative of the space, and until something changes, I would anticipate that when the market does turn around, you're going to see a very strong rebound. So nothing concerning on Wojak, and I kind of gave you the levels to look at. Let's look at Brett. I haven't looked at Brett in a little bit. I'm invested in this one. It's part of the crypto mean triple threat. Yeah, it's doing some sort of projection over here. What the hell this is? Okay. So one of the things with Brett is there's not a ton of price data. So I think it's actually more helpful to go to a smaller time frame. Plus, it's a larger market cap, so that does help. If we go to the 3-day, you can see there's some descending resistance here that we're trying to break above. Some sort of a broadening wedge, it almost looks like, which is actually bullish. Looks like there could be a broadening wedge, but I'd pay personally less attention to that. I would pay more attention to what areas we want to hold and what areas we want to look to break above. So in terms of areas we want to hold, I definitely don't want to break below this line, right? As long as we maintain price levels, we could come all the way down here. We could still correct another, we're at 8.3. We could still correct another 50%. Not that I think that's going to happen, but we could still correct another 50%. We'd be fine. Why? We got a high, a low, a higher high, and now we've back tested this area that was resistance as support and created a higher low, so we'd be fine. So the chart structurally looks completely fine. The MACD is trying to find its bearings on the 3-day to level out. Now, in terms of areas of support, besides the level we don't want to see break, there's a clear area right here. Are we above that area? We're like right there. Let me see. Let me try to get this a little bit more right against these candle bodies right there. And you could, I mean, there's a little bit of, I would love to get that wick, but one of the basic things when you guys are charting, one of the things to keep in mind, you see this wick right here. I wanted the price confluence to ideally touch that level. Anytime you can get an area of price confluence that touches multiple times, that lends credence to that area of price confluence being more credible, right? But the reason I can't do this, the reason I can't draw this line down here like this, is because now what you're doing is you're drawing, I don't like, and some technical analysts might be okay with it because it's touching the bodies here, but you're going through these two bodies here, and I personally don't like that. So it's not much of a difference, but it's right there is where I would paint it. And you can see right now, we're like right above that line, and that would be at 8 cents. So it'd be great if we could hold that relative level at 8 cents. And then in terms of areas of resistance, you can see the clear areas of resistance that I have, the clear downward area of resistance that I have drawn here. Besides that, horizontal areas of resistance, right around 13 cents. And then I would say right around 17 cents and then all-time high, which is all the way up at 23 cents. So once the market gets moving, this thing is going to start launching off. Wouldn't be surprised to see this hit a $20 billion plus market cap, which would be, I think it's under $1 billion right now. So that'd be more than a 20x from where we're at. Again, my view, and I've been saying this for months, and this is part of, again, another thing that I've stressed to you guys is called evolution. As an investor, your views and the way that you approach the market should change over time to adapt to your surroundings. Adapting to your surroundings in this case means you recognize that a strong narrative like social tokens or meme coins is going to benefit your financial portfolio. If you cling on to use cases with what you view as fundamentals that could change the world, but the chart looks like shit and it doesn't seem to have a strong narrative behind it, chances are your portfolio is not in great shape right now. But if a part of your portfolio has been segmented towards meme coins and social tokens, crypto AI, perhaps powerful layer 1 projects, an ecosystem, chances are your portfolio is looking a lot better. So again, once this turns around, I would give this a minimum 20x from current price levels, which would put it up at $1.60, $1.70. So anything else I would touch on here? No, it's trying to regain itself. I mean, there's a little bit of bullish divergence here. I guess I would point out really nothing too monumental, but you have the RSI increasing here on the daily as we've been going down. So it could give you an indication that will at least, even if it's temporary, you could see a bump up relatively soon to try to, 13 cents is going to be a tough area to get above. It's going to be a really tough area to get above. And I would say once you see Brett, when you open up and refresh your, wherever the hell you monitor prices, TradingView or wherever, when you see this thing running well past 13 cents and we're entertaining levels at 17 cents, it's going to be going to new all-time highs. It's just a matter of time. Okay, more questions. Awesome. You're welcome, Todd. More questions. We've got EDU. And I do have a hard stop today because I have a few things I need to get done. So we'll see how many more TA questions I could get. I do appreciate the engagement, guys, because as I've said oftentimes, in a market like this, it's really hard. It's very challenging to come out here and talk about things, and because we all know it's not the most interesting. So I try to present things in a way that keeps you engaged, because that's very important, that you stay engaged with this market. You don't want to take your eyes off of it. And plus, the engagement in general is very slim in moments like this. So it's tough as a content creator to come out here sometimes. This is a weekly. I mean, really, this is one giant bull pennant. I don't know how much credence I would really give to that, given the immaturity of the data and the fact that I don't know anything about this project. I don't know if it was a fairly launched proof of work project, but based on this, doesn't look like some sort of ICO token that got dumped on people. So in any event, you can see there's a general uptrend with the higher lows, and we have the lower highs coming in. This, to me, just a general observation, looks like it's coiling up in here, waiting for an explosive move up. Now, typically what happens in patterns like this, again, one of the things you'll see is I routinely know what to go to infer what may play out in price action. In this case, what I do is go to a lower time frame and ask the question on the lower time frame. Even though prices, here's what I'm going to be looking for at this moment. Even though prices have gone down here, anywhere in this period here, is there any bullish divergence in the RSI? No. Although, I mean, I love the strength in the relative strength index I'm seeing. There's no bullish divergence, but I do like the strength that I'm seeing. 3-day. Yeah, there is actually some bullish divergence. Okay, on the 3-day. So you can see there is a general uptrend in the RSI as price has been down to neutral. Okay, so what that's telling us, and again, I think one of the most important things to do as an investor is ask yourself what high-level observations you can take away from the chart, and don't overcomplicate your life. Know the handful of things that you want to look at to simplistically tell you if you're bullish or bearish on a chart and why. Now, in this case, I love the fact on this chart. I like this chart. I love the fact that we're coiling up here. I'm seeing bullish divergence on some of the smaller time frames. Let's talk about areas of price confluence. I like this setup. And actually, I'll tell you what, who brought this up? Thava N, you need to comment more in the comments, because clearly you must be keeping track of some good charts. And I respect and appreciate people that come on this channel and share those charts. So there's an area of resistance right there. Oh, what I was also going to tell you is the chart's interesting enough to me that I am going to take a peek at it after the live stream and kind of look at the project. But this is a major area of resistance around $1.11 to $1.43. Getting a little bit more lower in price here. We still need to, however, clear. This is a major area for sure. Faux shizzle. Do people still say faux shizzle? Faux shizzle? Faux shizzle, my nizzle? I don't know. Snoop Dogg started that. I don't really think I should be saying for shizzle my nizzle, because I'm probably not the person that should be saying that. But I could say for shizzle. I don't know. Everybody loves me. I love everybody. Let's all get along. It's a happy world, right? Let's create a happy world. I know why nobody's tuning in today. I know why the viewers are so low. Everybody's watching the Democratic National Convention. It's so exciting. I know that's where everybody's at right now. 75 cents. So you got 75 cents, you got $1.11, you got $1.43. All right. In terms of areas of support, I'd really ideally like to see these higher lows just continue to form here, and that the low has been baked in here. My view on this chart is that the low is in at 38 cents, so long as Bitcoin doesn't unexpectedly revisit the $40,000 range. then I think the low is in. But we always have to be prepared for the view that we think is less likely. And so in that case, I would find an area of 39 cents as an area of support. And I would also find this area right around there at 50 cents as an area of support. Interesting. So it has something to do with CZ, which means I need to look into it. Now, where is this? Is this only located on Binance? I'm curious. Let's see. I still go to CoinMarketCap. I should go to CoinGecko more often. Oh my gosh. Sheesh. I'll tell you a bad habit I've gotten into. Look at this, how slow this is. Oh, sorry, an issue. What the hell? I'll tell you a bad issue or a bad habit I've gotten into when I get in bed at night. Just fucking playing on my phone. Got the TV on. Staying up much later than I should be when I should be getting sleep. I got to get out of that habit. Open Campus. So what markets is this on? What exchanges? Oh, wow. So this is on Coinbase, huh? Interesting. So I'm going to take a look at this. Oh, top. Hold on. I didn't even. Am I on drugs? Oh, wow. You'd think I'd never use CoinMarketCap. Why are there so many errors loading? Okay, so it's on Binance. Okay, so it's not on Coinbase. All right. I don't know what I was doing before. Yeah. Well, I'm still going to take a look at it. What rank is it? 189, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Appreciate you bringing it up. Stop doom scrolling. Guys, any other questions? I think there was one other that I didn't get to. Cassius had asked a question. Let me take a quick look. H. Sweet. What the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this Autobot? What is this? What is this, my friend? I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe you made a typo. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. We'll look at Sui since I just spelled that out. Let's look at Sui. I think I have a Sui chart, don't I? Let's randomly look at Sui. Is it? And I always confuse the two projects. Is it Say or Sui that Raoul Pal is involved with? I think it's Sui. And yeah, not too much going on here. Not too much to talk about. Sui, you want to hold this level right here at about 75 cents. You start breaking below 75, you're going to entertain areas around 64. So maintain 75. You can see we're up here somewhere because this 116 and 140 were areas of support. They're now resistance. So not a whole lot going on there. Raoul's in the wrong project. He's got to get on board with Caspa. Very disappointed in Raoul, and I respect him a lot. All right, guys. Tomorrow I will consider if the market is as lackluster as it is today to have a stream more geared towards education on reading charts. So I'll have to think about content that I want to put into that video. And then hopefully we'll get at least one day this week, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, where there is some exciting price action going on. Bitcoin's up 5% or something, and we can talk about price levels. But we have to be prepared for this boring zone. I've been trying to prepare you guys. Stay in the game. Just keep general observations. Again, we can consolidate in here for who knows how long. We eventually want to get up to here, and then we eventually want to get up to here. Once we clear 68, the same comments I provided to you a month or two ago still apply today. As soon as we get confirmation that $68,000 is holding as support, it's going to be motherfucking go time. Again, the market is not going to tap you on the shoulder. I don't anticipate, I'll keep reiterating this, I do not anticipate any true exciting price action to come in until the fourth quarter. Could be proven wrong. Maybe at the end of September we'll see something, or the middle of September. I doubt it, but we'll have to see. All right, guys, until next time, spread awareness. Let's all spread awareness, and let's carry the education forward. Take care of yourselves. Good to see you.